Hey, today we are back with another episode in the Crystal and Mineral series. And today we're going to talk about the stone or the crystal known as Chrysoprase. Now, this one is often colored by trace amounts of nickel, hence why it often has a really beautiful apple green color. And its energy is quite soft and yet also quite powerful. So it's not forceful or overwhelming in how it works, and it makes it ideal for people that are sensitive or going through quite a lot of emotional healing to use this stone for particular purposes. Now, I'd like to remind you, I'm not a medical practitioner, and nor am I making claims that this crystal or stone is going to cure X, Y, and Z. I'm expressing that this crystal and stone may assist with certain ailments of either the mind, the emotional, spirit, or body of a person. Now let's get straight into the potential benefits. First up, talking about this sort of mental or mind benefits. Chrysoprase can often be used to calm racing thoughts, reduce anxiety, encourage clarity without harsh self-judgment, and also release repetitive, what we may call negative thinking processes. Now, moving into the emotional realm and what it may assist with there, we're looking at how it can support things like healing heartbreak and grief, releasing resentment, jealousy, or emotional pain, encouraging self-forgiveness, and also restoring trust after emotional trauma. Now, moving into the physical aspects that it may assist with your body, looking at things like the heart and the circulatory system, looking at the nervous system, also stress-related tension that can be held in the body as well, and also hormonal balance and detoxing processes. Now, if we go into the more etherical, metaphysical, spiritual aspects in which this stone may assist you with, we're looking at things like compassion-based decision-making, heart-led intuition, connecting to nature and earth itself, and a sense of renewal and emotional health as well. Now, when we're looking at the color associations with Chrysoprase, you're looking at things like healing and growth, renewal, balance, emotional harmony, and these are often related with the color green, right, which is often the color that you'll find Chrysoprase in. Now, the beautiful thing about the green color is that it can often become quite a bridge between certain physical elements, the sort of material aspects of the world, and also the etherical kind of spiritual aspects of what also makes up life here as well. So which then can create quite a grounding yet uplifting kind of experience with the stone. Now, when we're looking at the chakra or the center associations of the body and the stone, we're looking at things like the heart center and then also the solar plexus. Now, the heart chakra, again, we're talking about that emotional healing, love, and compassion that's in this space. And then the solar plexus is a bit lower, and that's a lot about like emotional confidence and personal empowerment. Now, together, these chakras, when they're quite balanced, they're quite aligned together, can help you feel quite emotionally safe while still standing in your truth and what it is that you are here to be in and to do as well. Now, when we're looking at the planetary associations with Chrysoprase, we're looking at the planets of Venus and Mercury. Venus, again, about love, harmony, emotional balance, and self-worth. And then Mercury is more about the gentle communication and emotional expression. Now we're looking at the astrological associations in tropical astrology. We're looking at things like Taurus, Libra, and Cancer. Taurus because of the emotional security, self-worth, and grounding. Libra because of the balance, harmony, and self-centered choices. Not self-centered, heart-centered. Apologies. So that was a real flip. And then Cancer is like emotional healing and protection. Interesting, because when a Libra or that Libran archetype is actually not in balance, they can come across as being kind of quite self-centered. So interesting that kind of slipped out of their mouth in that moment. So yes, astrological associations in their healthy, empowered balance. Those are the parts of Chrysoprase that it associates with. Now, places of origin. Now we're looking at lands like Amaru, or known as Australia. It's probably the most well-known and high-quality source. We're at places like Brazil, Poland, Russia, and South Africa. Now, as I have said many times before, you can work with the energy of crystal, minerals, stones, almost anything in the material realm through other uses other than actually physically obtaining them. So you can look at things like art, whether it be photography, videography, drawing, or painting of such things, whether you contribute towards someone else that has created that or to create that, or whether you create that yourself, putting pen to paper, photographing, all of those kinds of things. And the reason I encourage that is so that if it's not aligned for you to obtain such a piece, you can still work with its energy through the use of art and also through the use of visualization. Depending on your sensory abilities and what you most align with, you can bring that in through the use of visualization. Now, when you have a piece of chrysoprase, you want to cleanse it, as with most stones. And the kind of methods of cleansing for this stone, we're looking at things like moonlight, sound clearing, smoke cleansing, and placing it on selenite or clear quartz as well. These are the safest ways to cleanse your piece of chrysoprase. Other methods may cause it to deteriorate or could even become a little bit toxic. So we don't want that. Now, which the speed of what it vibrates at, this is looking at how fast a piece of chrysoprase would vibrate. Everything has a vibration. We just can't always see it with our eyes, our physical eyes. And the speed in which this stone vibrates at is probably from a slow to medium frequency, hence why it might be recommended for people that are quite sensitive to use such a stone. Its energy, as I've said before, it's quite gentle, it's also quite gradual, and it's deeply integrative as well. So to sum up Chrysoprase in a sentence, I would say it teaches us that healing doesn't have to be rushed or painful, and that sometimes the deepest transformations can come through softness, patience, and compassion. Now, if you've got any questions about Chrysoprase, or you have any particular stone, mineral, crystal vlogs that you would like us to share, leave that in the comment section below. You can reach out on various other social media platforms. The description of those are in the description box, and we'll see you in the next vlog.